sports fans, happy Saturday to you. This is the Captain Ron Johnson. This is TLC. We are here. We're getting ready. We're getting pumped up. Stanley Cup playoffs officially got underway just a couple of days ago, and man, it has been madness all over the place. Let's look at it from this angle, folks. We did say there was going to be some madness going on, and last week we celebrated the departure of the Los Angeles Kings from playoff contention. This week we celebrate the departure of the Miami Heat from playoff contention, as the Heat were unable to garner the necessary wins to clinch a playoff spot and a possible first-round showdown with the Atlanta Hawks. But we'll get to the NBA in a minute. Right now, we're going to go straight into the Stanley Cup playoffs, which are already been underway. We've already had a couple of games go off on Wednesday night. We had a couple of games go on Thursday, some last night. Right now, as it stands at this very moment, let's look at it from the nitty-gritty of it. Winnipeg and Minnesota punch their wild card tickets, while Ottawa and Pittsburgh punched their wild card tickets, which meant that Ottawa got the Montreal Canadiens in the first round, and they've put up a fight, but they haven't been able to get it done. Hopefully, when they go to Ottawa, for tomorrow's game 3, they'll be able to get things done. Right now, Montreal leads that series 2-0. The Washington Capitals managed to come back last night, and even their series with the Islanders, coming back from a 3-1 deficit to win 4-3, sending that series back to the Nassau Coliseum in what is going to be probably one of the best series in recent memory, mainly because of the fact it's the last time these playoffs is the last time that the New York Islanders will play in Nassau before making that ship on over to Brooklyn and joining the Nets in most likely their house, possibly another one, who knows. On the west side of things, the Nashville Predators, who basically blew a 3-0 lead on Wednesday night, managed to not only make sure they won, but make sure they dominated last night, evening the series with the Chicago Blackhawks at a game apiece with a 6-2 win over Chicago. Vancouver evened their series as well last night, and they're actually looking a lot better than most people will give them credit for. 4-1 win last night. They actually managed to even things up with the Calgary Flames, heading to Calgary. Most likely the Flames are going to be bringing the hammer on that one. Now today, whole different story. Today is going to be all about basically the top dogs, in a matter of speaking. The New York Rangers, the President's Trophy winners, which I'm sure it keeps feeling better, which I hope you do, Big K, Special K. Hope you're feeling better. They're up 1-0 over to Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, I say that. The Schittsburg Penguins, up a game on them. Game 2 is tonight in the Garden. And the other side of the spectrum, you also have Tampa Bay going up against Detroit. Detroit managed to get a big one over Tampa Bay Lightning, which I know for a fact probably made some deep downside. Lightning's GM, Steve Eisman, probably made him feel a lot better because of the fact he's going against the franchise that made him a superstar. Lightning look to even things up tonight. Game 2 is this afternoon. And at the same time that one is going on, there is another game that is going to be going on as well. The St. Louis Blues, the number 2 seed, so to speak, with number 1 in the Central, defending Central Division champs, are down 1-0 to the Minnesota Wild, who always bring the Thunder no matter what seeding they're in. They'll be going toe-to-toe this afternoon as well. The Blues look to basically rebound from an embarrassing opening performance, and I'll say embarrassing because bottom line is, the Blues, well, right now, Ken Hitchcock, if you can't find your balls, I only got one thing to say to you.
Fuck you!
Plain and simple, when it boils down to it, the Blues need to wake up and realize this is the playoffs. They've been getting early exits year after year after year. It's ridiculous. It's time to drop the hammer, and if Hitchcock can't do it, well, he just simply has to.
You're a dirty fucking whore!
Well, yeah, there's that too. Anyway, in any event, Anaheim also has their hands full against the Winnipeg Jets, and I still believe the Jets have what it takes to beat the Ducks. They just gotta basically not sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. They're gonna have to literally wake up and get it done against the Ducks. They can be beaten in Anaheim. Has been proven in the past. It most likely could get proven tonight. Jets, Ducks, the late night game. If you still need hockey fever, we're gonna have some more tomorrow, because it's gonna roll right back up all over again, because that's what it does. Montreal will be traveling to Ottawa to take on the Senators. Nashville travels to the Windy City to take on the Blackhawks, hoping to take a 2-1 series lead. lead. The Caps look to basically rebound and get the Islanders on Sunday and take a 2-1 lead in that one. And Vancouver travels to Calgary. Both teams looking for a 2-1 series edge. Looks like Montreal right now is the only team that's actually looking pretty decent considering circumstances. But they did need overtime to beat the Sens last night, and I'm kind of thinking that Ottawa's got something cooking, and they may be showing it off tomorrow night in Ottawa, Canada. From the NBA side of things, as I said, the Heat not in this party. From the East side of things, this is how it goes. Starts up today, baby. Today! The Golden State Warriors will take on the New Orleans Pelicans, while the Portland Trailblazers battle the Memphis Grizzlies. The LA Clippers will take on the San Antonio Spurs, and Houston will take on Dallas. Did you ask for some big matchups? Because that's exactly what you're going to get. Big, huge, key matchups all day today and all day tomorrow. A weekend full of sports. What more could you ask for? From the east side of things, Atlanta takes on the Brooklyn Nets, who survived an onslaught from both Charlotte, Indiana, and Miami to get into the postseason. They'll go toe-to-toe with the Atlanta Hawks. Toronto will battle Washington. Chicago will battle Milwaukee, and Cleveland battles Boston. The reign of James flows mainly in the plains, unless you're in Beantown, and then, well, here comes the pain. Cleveland, Boston probably is going to be one of the best series I think I've seen. I would have rather have seen, Boston take on Atlanta in some old school throwback kind of way. But Cleveland and Boston should be just as good too. Isaiah Thomas, the man who pretty much revitalized the Celtics, taking on LeBron James, who pretty much just got the Cavaliers in huge competition for a shot at the NBA title. LeBron looking for his third. You never know what's going to happen. But this kind of looks like a shootout. This is going to be a slugfest, these playoffs, and I look extremely forward to it, considering how bounced back and forth all these guys went. And this is a Sterling-free playoffs, no less, with Donald Sterling not being able to even attend the game in L.A., much less owns the team anymore. Now, clearly, everybody's big news is on the NFL draft. Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, who's it going to be? Tampa Bay is not letting the cards out, and they keep saying such good things about Jameis. And it's like, okay, Team Jameis is like rooting. And then they say big things about Marcus Mariota. Big things popping there. And all of a sudden, everybody goes crazy about that. Just watch the draft in a couple of weeks. That's all I have to say about that one, because, quite frankly, the NFL is screwed up big time. Plus, big breaking news earlier this week. Aaron Hernandez was indeed found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And coincidentally enough, the New England Patriots fucked everybody on that one too. I wonder how in the hell this is possible. That you would go to a old fart who probably can't even remember which pair of underwear, let alone what he's done, what he did yesterday, is going to be the equalizer, the X factor, in a murder trial of a player that he didn't even want anymore. And I'm pretty sure if I sit here and look on any of the Madden's past this point, I won't be seeing hide nor hair of Aaron Hernandez. Probably won't even be seeing Tim Tebow either, which kind of makes me wonder. Has the NFL got it out from the University of Florida? I'm just throwing that out there. The Bounty brothers are like 2 steps behind them. Now, the NFL can handle all that mess. WWE, on the other hand, has Extreme Rules coming up in just a few weeks. In fact, I think we're getting pretty close to it. We're almost at the end of April, and it's raining like Seattle out there. And, of course, Randy Orton taking on Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. Stipulations are simple. Randy Orton puts him in a steel cage. Seth Rollins says Orton can't use the RKO. Wow, that's the best you got for Extreme Rules? You'll have Rusev taking on Cena in a Russian chain match. I didn't know they even had chains in Russia. I'm just kidding. I knew they had chains in Russia. I saw all those old school movies of Rocky. I even watched it twice. And it just keeps getting dumber and dumber. We have a last man standing match with Roman Reigns taking on the Big Show. We have all these other little crazy matches. We have Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. We have Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan for the IC title. When are we going to get something good out of these pay-per-views post-WrestleMania? Because right now, they've got a lot of making up to do, and they're running out of time to do it. That's all I'm going to go with on that one, but WWE will just do whatever WWE wants to do, because that's what WWE does. Now, here's the biggest news of the whole week, and I'm I'm taking my hat off to this man because, quite frankly, he was a man that I grew to know and respected and admired for his fortitude, his tenacity, and it just heading into tonight. It just feels good to be able to sit here and give him the salute and credit and send off and salute that he deserves. And that man is actually former Colorado Ice quarterback and reigning, defending 2014 IFL MVP. The Colorado Ice will take on the Wichita Falls Nighthawks tonight at the Keg. It's Youth Jersey night, so if you have kids, definitely bring them out there and have some fun. But it will be a very somber night for myself and a couple of other guys who have grown very attached to certain players. With Justin gone and Phillip gone, I'd say Kaiser and Corey are pretty much like the last two men standing as far as basically this old school feeling goes, and it actually kind of sucks. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, you can go to goifl.com and catch the story there. It is indeed up there on their front page. Willie Copeland was traded to the Cedar Rapids Titans for an offensive lineman. Let me say that again just to make sure. Let me just rewind it back for you. Play. Willie Copeland was traded to the Cedar Rapids Titans for a lineman. Not another quarterback, not a wide receiver, not a running back, not even a safety, a linebacker, a backer, a corner, nothing. An offensive fucking lineman is what the Titans gave the Colorado Ice for the IFL MVP, and nobody understands why I'm pissed off about it. I am pretty much at this point right now where there was a time when I was kind of wondering if I was going to basically come back and actually give this support to this team that I've been literally giving support to since day one. But I've seen so many good players get their walking papers, so many good players get sent to other teams for no reason whatsoever except for really shitty management. But the shitty management was gone, and now we got this new ownership and this new management and everything else, and then all of a sudden you send the reigning MVP, who has busted his ass for this team, who has literally stretched the limits of what his body can handle for this franchise, and then to top it all off, has literally shown that you can have all the stats in the world, but if you ain't got the heart to play, you're not gonna make it. And this is how they basically showed their appreciation. So I salute a close colleague and one of my closest friends, Slick Willie Copeland, and I wish him the best of luck in Cedar Rapids. As I said to him before, I'm hoping that this was exactly who he wanted. If not, I definitely hope you get exactly the team you wanted to be able to sit here and show your skills. Get better soon. I know you were basically having issues with the injury, and I'm hoping everything goes well for you. Now, as far as Colorado Ice goes, business is business and personal is personal. But when you mix business with personal, you got pretty much a can of worms you have to get ready for. In all honesty, the Ice are playing tonight, Saturday night. It's all right for fighting. The bottom line is that a lot of people are not happy about it, especially with the fact of two of the fan favorites, both Willie and Justin, no longer donning the Ice colors. So the way I look at it, I guess we're just going to have to see what tonight brings. Everybody knows how passionate I am about sports, and everybody knows how passionate I am about certain players that I've got to meet and talk to and hang out with and all of that. And the one thing I've actually admired about Willie was that even with all the crazy personal problems that I was having, he never passed judgment on me for him. He basically looked at me as one of the fan favorites and one of the guys that made it fun to be a football player. So, Willie, we'll miss you. We salute you. Cannot wait to see you down the road because I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. And if you get that chance to go up against Sioux Falls again, ram that ball down their fucking throats and make them hurt. Because one way or the other, here's my guarantee, Sioux Falls will fall before this season is over, and they will lose. And if the rate they're going, I don't care how good they are, somebody's going to reach him and punch him in the mouth the way that basically the IFL has been punching everybody in the mouth. But I digress. Stanley Cup playoffs start in just a few hours. NBA playoffs start up in just a few hours. The Colorado Ice play tonight, about a good 10 hours from now. So if you haven't gotten tickets yet, there are tickets still available, and it is New Jersey night. First 1,500 fans get themselves a nice little Colorado Ice U jersey, kind of like the one that's sitting here perched up behind me. So kick back, relax, enjoy the ride, strap in, because it is going to be a fun day today. It is a weekend of sports, and we are going to be glad to be a part of it. With that being said, I'm going to get the hell out of here. It has been the Captain. This has been TLC. I'm going to go ahead and throw on my colors all over, because I'm pulling double overtime today. So, the only thing I have to say now is, long live the Notes. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, talking more playoffs.
Need to hear Need to hear Need to hear
Yelawolf, get a handle, get a grip, get ammo. It's the return of camo. A hit with a hit, a trip with this candle. Anywhere can do anything, attitude I stick to gets me this candle. Lit in this wick of this candle's been lit by this candle. Eminem sick, this kid sick and dismantled. From the trench of Atlanta, Tennessee and Alabama. For me to be another channel, for you to surf and scramble. Touch so many lives and bust so much fire that my dick's a Roman candle. Sit so up high, sit so much jack that my last name should have been Daniel. Yeah, and I'm standing on this fucking stage. I come from the bottom of a bottle to the top here. I'm talking lemonade from lemons. Bitch, don't give me now. Shady, put me on the front row. Bow, crank it. I need to hear loud. It's no accident, my track list has got classics. I'm radio, I'm active, yeah, pick it up, you. They told me that I wouldn't do shit, and that I wouldn't make it. I just smiled and grabbed my nuts, fuck them. Sometimes you cause when I realized I was the only one that would ever fuck up what I get, I never looked back and I took my demo everywhere I went, you. I was kicked down, then kicked again, till I was kicking in every locking hinge. Dropped my friends, trying to hold me back so I could hit the road and rock again. And there they are, but I'm standing on this fucking stage. I come from the bottom of a bottle to the top here. I'm talking lemonade from lemons. Bitch, don't give me now. Shady, put me on the front row. Bow, crank it. I need to hear